Hello, how are you? This is Kei. So welcome back to my another live stream today. Today is the 16th of September on Saturday. So I hope you're having a great weekend today. So sorry it's been a while since I did the live stream last time because for the last couple of weeks I have been quite busy because of 3 reasons. And since today's Saturday, and so I think I will be doing like a free talk live stream, and I will just talk the topics I came up in my mind today. Most likely I won't be able to check charts today because they're all closed. So, and I will be doing weekly analysis tomorrow on Sunday's topic. So I hope you will join tomorrow also. But today, I just talk about some topics that comes up in my mind. And also I will check the comments on the chat. So yeah, that will be like a free talk live stream today. But again, I have been busy for the last couple of weeks because of 3 reasons. And one is I had lots of guests coming from overseas. I mean, from other countries. And I was meeting, and also I am now doing like one-on-one meetings with the GTS members here in Dubai. So whenever they come in Dubai or whenever they are in Dubai, I physically start to meet and exchange some ideas, and also I teach strategies. And that's one thing I was busy with. And the second is I'm learning Arabic, as you may know. And one of my goals this year in 2023 is to learn Arabic and be able to speak as conversation level. And it's coming up, but for the last 1 month, my teacher was out of Dubai, so I couldn't physically meet. Usually when I do lessons, when the lessons given, I prefer to meet physically face-to-face in one-on-one and do lessons so that I can precisely hear these pronunciations. Because sometimes over internet, like Zoom or Google Meeting, sometimes I couldn't hear the pronunciation correctly. That's why, especially in the beginner's level, I prefer to do so in one-on-one and meet physically face-to-face and get lectures. So yeah, so my teacher was out of Dubai, and she just came back like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and my lessons is now started officially again, and I have lots of things to catch up in terms of Arabic lessons, and that's why that's another thing that was busy with. So I have been taking memos and learning Arabic, like conjugations, different forms and the basic conversation levels, and how to read numbers and how to say time, what time this is right now, and so on. So yeah, so those were a bit that's why I was busy. That was my second reason. And third is about my projects. Because my community members are growing, a lot more, I am now at this stage, I'm thinking to do something new to the communities. So I have a list of the projects that I'm working on right now within the communities. And that's also something I would like to share with you today to start the live stream today, so that you get rough sketch of what's happening among the communities, including this YouTube public, and also what will be happening in the future too. So so that's my projects. So I think in the month of October, I will be having more time. But till then, I may continue to be busy, which is a good thing. I like to be busy than doing nothing. besides trading. So this is really, I like it really much in this style. Okay, so I see lots of comments. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. Good to see you. I see Reza, Tony Gold, Nadim, James, Regen, Photo, Killing Oliver, Principles. All right, good to see you. Ruida, good to see you too. And everyone, thank you very much for joining. Weekends are for studying and backtesting. Yeah, I think that's good. Yes. In the weekends, the markets are closed. So you can study. You can review my videos on YouTube or read books or backtest and train yourself in terms of your trading techniques. So yeah, let me briefly introduce what I'm doing right now among the communities for my projects. So I created a slide, which is the second one, which is this one over here. And so my project in 2023 in public YouTube, as you may know already, I have been making some new videos of Japanese famous traders. I did the video of a conversation between BNF and CIS, and also I did another video about Yukiko Ikebe, who is, I think, the most famous Japanese woman trader. I did the video, and I keep on making new videos like that so that you get overall ideas of what kind of famous traders there are in Japan. So I will keep on doing that as one of my projects this year. And also I have been making short videos. If you have watched the shorts, so if you come to my YouTube here, which is this one, and click on the shorts, then you can find lots of short videos. So I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3, so 18, 19 short videos I have been making so far, and I will continue to make short videos. So that these are very short, only like 10 seconds each, but maybe 20, 30 seconds each. It's not too long, but I think it fills a gap between your knowledges. In terms of Ichimoku basic knowledge and also some psychology knowledges too. So I will continue to make these short videos, and these short videos are also shared in Instagram and Facebook. So if you follow me on one of these social medias, you can also get these ones as well. But on YouTube, I post everything basically. So whenever you miss something, then always come back to YouTube and check those missing videos. So yeah, that's one more thing I'm doing as a project right now. So that's a short videos. And if I come up some new ideas, then I will keep posting here. But for now, I'm working on these two projects mainly. So that's for YouTube public, like this one. And also in terms of my closed communities, I have KTS Academy and GTS, and also Ichimoku community. And KTS Academy and GTS are to master all my strategies, not only Ichimoku, but also how to select the best pair and how to look for the entry confirmations, how to look for or wait for exit confirmations, and risk management and psychology management are all included within these communities. So within this community, I am actually updating video lessons. So I have the video lessons already, like the set of the video lessons, which talks about my, overall strategy. And those videos are recorded about, a couple of years ago. And I have now updated knowledge and experience than 2 years ago. So that's why I'm making new video lessons, and whenever they are made, I will be sharing it also within these communities. So that's one of them. And also I'm writing money management book. And I just finished chapter 2 the other day, and now started to work on chapter 3. But basically this is the book I'm writing right now to these communities because I think money management is one of the most important aspect of trading. You can have, best strategies. I already see some comments about stochastic settings on the chat, but it doesn't matter which settings you use, I think. No matter which settings you use, if you master money management and psychology, then basically all strategies I think will work. At least you don't lose is I think the basic idea. And on top of that, strategies should be there. So if I just give you a brief look at the book right now, it's posted here on the community. This is the Discord, closed Discord community group for KTS Academy. And this is the money management book I'm writing right now. So this is the cover page. This is just an image, but it's a money management in Forex trading by Forexkei. And I have already created some chapters like this one, why do 90% of traders lose? And that's basically below accounts by sales destruction. And you have to recognize the importance of the risk and money management. And introduction. And chapter 1 talks about reason why you are able to make profits by money management alone. So so that's also the chapter that included, money management can be controlled. External and internal factors, money management is something you can control by yourself. And also, in this chapter 2, also mentioned about, about experiment, like, experiment in terms of the risk manager in trading. And also, why is money management necessary? Can you win with money management alone? And that's talked about this one also. In chapter, so that all included in chapter 1, right? And chapter 2 talks about, common misunderstanding in money management. I found as a pro trader, money management is a protection. That's one of the mistakes. Money management is not a protection. It's more aggressive in terms of the management because it relates to the strategy. So that's one. And the second common misunderstanding is trading by investors' viewpoint alone. Like, there's perspectives of investors and perspectives of entrepreneurs and perspective of the workers. And they are all different. But when it comes to trading, some people may think trading as investing, but technically it's not. Well, we have to think about the perspective as investors, but at the same time, you have to also have a mindset of entrepreneurs and workers. So you have to kind of balance between these three perspectives in terms when you take trades, when you take entries and exits. So so I think that's something I'm working on. And also another misunderstanding I found is loss cut is actually a loss. Loss cut is not a loss. When I say this is like rhetorical, comment, and you may get confused. But for myself, in my mind, loss cut is not a loss, but it's a cost. When you go to restaurant and when you get the food and drink, then you pay. So that's a cost in order to get returns of the good food. So I cut the loss so that, I get returns is my mindset in terms of the, loss cut or risk per trade. And let's say in terms of the GTS, I do one-on-one meetings before the GTS starts. I make sure to talk one-on-one and make sure to get his background and his mindset in trading. So when I do, some past students said, I never want to lose. And that's why I never had stop losses before. And I said, no, you have to have stop losses. And because he thought loss is not good. That was, the very, dangerous mindset, I think. Losses are good. If you can manage it is really the key in order to get returns. So, but I think, I see lots of misunderstanding that loss cut is actually the loss. So that's included also. And also one more thing is, I think is common misunderstanding among traders is it's not difficult to recover from losses. It's not difficult to recover from losses. And it is difficult. It is difficult to recover from the losses. And I showed some examples in numbers, like how many losing streaks you have and how many winning streaks you have. Let's say if you have losing streaks of 5 and winning streaks of the next 5 with the same amount of the risk-reward ratio, but technically you cannot recover. You can't recover the losses with the same number of trades, with the same risk and reward ratio. And this is, I think, the reason why people, usually, having difficulties to manage the risk per trade. So, you may think I lost $100. So when I take the next trade and if I get another $100, then it's break even. You may think like this. And technically speaking, in terms of money, it's a break even. But actually, it's not. Psychologically, it's not. First of all, because of the prospect theory, it's not break even. And also in terms of the risk and the reward ratio itself, it won't be break even actually. So, but that's another topic. But it's included in this chapter 2 on this book. And now I'm working on chapter 3, which is this basic knowledge to remember in money management and knowing the ideal P&L curve. This is something I usually, sometimes I talk in public YouTube, you have to have an N wave on the graph. Let's say if you open the, P&L towards the month's end, or, in the end of 3 months, you get the stats, you get all the numbers, win rate, and profit factor, R multiple, and you get all these numbers. And when you see the graph, I think if you're using MT4, MT5, then you can download Excel with the graph. So in the graph, you can check yourself, make sure you have N wave like this, right? So if you have N wave in the graph, then that means it can continue. Hold on, let me write it here. If you have N wave on the graph like this, then it can continue this way. But if you have very spiky, like this, ups and downs, or if you are having bearish N wave, if you're having bearish N wave on the graph, on your performance, then eventually you will lose everything. So avoid these two wave patterns, but only N wave, bullish N wave patterns. So that's, I talk about why it's important, and also I will be introducing some of other patterns besides these ones, and write this chapter 3 in section 1. Patterns of asset curves with a large fluctuation range are not ideal. Section 2, having the correct image of asset increase. So there are basically 5 types: dream type, acceleration type, deceleration type, and consistent upward trend type, and reinforced consistent upward trend type. So when you see asset increase, or when you see the account, the graph, then there are 5 types that I found based on my teachings among the students. So I'm writing that on section 2. And section 3 is about the concept of the law of large numbers and expected value. This is very important also in terms of mathematics and the numbers. The law of large numbers and expected value of trades. Because I do also take these, calculation numbers into account on my trades. It's more like, these terms are used also in gambling and also random market, random structures. So I thought it's important to also raise this topic as a trader. But anyways, I have been writing this money management book, which is one of my projects among these communities, KTS Academy and GTS. And then also, after I finish writing this book, then I will be working on advanced price action videos and also the book. So that's coming up next. And then this is also very important, Ichimoku original book review. I will be officially doing that in this community. So I see one comment that the Reza says, I read an article explaining that the Poles were access to Ichimoku books in an unknown way, even though that were in National Library of Japan. I'm not sure what you mean by Poles, but whoever gets the original book and being translated, it doesn't really matter, or it doesn't really, profound, I think, because unless you know Ichimoku beforehand, and unless you are the trader, even Japanese cannot understand this book. Because this book, this Ichimoku original book, really talks about Ichimoku itself. But not only that, unless you have good understanding of what the market is all about, and unless you have experience in trading, this book is going to be very, very difficult to understand. Even this is the first volume, and I have 5 of them, and 6th one is coming up anytime soon to myself. But even this is the first volume, and first chapter, it has, let me see, first chapter has, I think 50 pages or so, 40, 50 pages, but even these first 50, 40 pages, that's an introduction of Ichimoku, but already he talks about not only the waves, but also the Kumo breakout concept, Kijun-sen angle, Kijun-sen breakout of the Kumo, and the time cycles, and even price theory. He mentioned about all these in chapter 1 of this first book of Ichimoku original. So Ichimoku original book is really difficult to read unless you have experience in trading, and unless you have the idea of how the markets are looking. And this is the reason why I stayed away from Ichimoku when I was a newbie. I studied Ichimoku first, but then I quit using Ichimoku because I thought it's too much, too complicated, and I thought moving averages or RSI, MACD, Elliott waves even are more easier to understand than Ichimoku. So that's why I didn't study. Then I lost lots of money. Then after losing money, when I was, I came back to demo account because I got so depressed. And then while I was practicing with the demo account again, I deleted all the indicators, all the paid indicators I deleted, and I put all the candlesticks only. I put the candlesticks only on the chart, and then applied Ichimoku and started to read this book again. Then things start to make much more sense to me. But it took me 3 years of experience in trading to really understand this book. And ever since, I have been reading the book many times, and every time I read this book, I learn something new. So it's really deep and profound, and this is not the book that you can really, read one day. This is like a, how to say, like a, in Japanese, we say like dried squid. If you have had the dried squid, it's dry and squid, and the more you chew, the more you get the flavor. So it's like that in this original book. This is not the chewing gum. Chewing gum, when you chew like 30 minutes, then the flavor is gone. But this is more like a chewing dried squid or something like that. But yeah, anyways, I think this is so that's, and now I'm thinking to introduce what's written here. I'm not gonna translate though. I'm not gonna translate, and I won't share. I won't open the book and share. I will never do that. Just to respect the work of Goichi Hosoda, I don't want to translate because it's forbidden, and also I'm not gonna share the original charts either. But I have a book, I have charts, so I have knowledge. So I'm thinking to introduce the what's written here and summarize it and share them within the communities. So that's another project of mine that I will be working on, that I'm already working on here. Ichimoku original book review. So yeah. Well, have you ever read the original book here? If you have, then please let me know whether it's a translated version or not. Original book. Have you seen any translated book of Ichimoku here? Okay, let me check some comments. Raj says, will your book be available outside of the community to purchase? No, this book I will just keep it inside because I want to keep updated. If I publish in public, then I can't update, because the more I want to, after the first book is released, I want to add more examples maybe, or I may have to edit. So yeah, even the Ichimoku Basic Master Book that I'm sharing in Ichimoku community and also KTS Academy, it's already like the version 4 or 5 already, because I keep updating the book. So because of this reason, I want to keep it within the community and yeah, keep updated. So yeah, hold on, let me quickly show Ichimoku Basic Master Book. Okay, so yeah, this is the Ichimoku Basic Master Book that I wrote in English. And this is available in my communities. And even this one, I still have some, errors and mistakes, and also some areas to, edit. I am still, working on this one. So this is the book I wrote in English based on my understanding of Ichimoku. And I got chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, Sanyaku Koten. Chapter 2 talks about mastering the calculation of the 5 lines and concept of Hanne line. And chapter 4, mastering hand lines. And chapter 5, mastering Tenkan-sen. Number 6, chapter 6 is about Kijun-sen. Chapter 7, gold cross, dead cross of Kinko-hyo. Kinko-hyo means Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen. And chapter 8 talks about gold cross, dead cross of Kinko-hyo while ranging, and how to expect the range breakout based on Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen is on chapter 8. Chapter 9 is about gold cross, dead cross of Kinko-hyo, and more examples, and also waves, like P wave, Y wave, and volatile Y wave. And chapter 10 is about Senko span B and the meaning of to be forwarded. And chapter 11, mastering Senko span A. Chapter 12, essence of Kumo, Senko span A and B, essence of Kumo twist. Chapter 14, essence of Chikou span. And chapter 15 is about forecasting by Chikou span and ultimate use of Ichimoku Kinko-hyo. So this is, if you read this book, then I'm sure you have a good understanding of the basics of Ichimoku. And on top of this knowledge, you practice, you check markets every day, and you try to understand what's happening in the market through Ichimoku. So this is a book I wrote in English. This is not the translation of the original books. So that's this is the book, but this project is more closer to the original book. So that's a difference. Yeah, looks like, I don't think no one ever read the original book, right? Yeah, I think original book is rare. Now you can't find it anywhere. All the copies are sold out already in Japan. So they may start to publish PDF version. They may. But as far as I know, all the hard copies are sold out, unfortunately. So that's Ichimoku Origin Book Review. And I have Ichimoku Community. Ichimoku Community, you can join through YouTube. When you see join button on YouTube, that's where you can join my Ichimoku Community. And the Ichimoku Community is to learn Ichimoku basic knowledge. So I share, again, this Ichimoku Basic Master Book, and also Ichimoku Basic Theories book that talks about 3 theories of Ichimoku. And this is also the book I wrote myself in English. And it took me a long time. It took me also almost like half a year to write that book. So, so that's this one. So Ichimoku Basic Theories book is another book I wrote in English and talks about the wave analysis, time cycles, and price theories, and some chart examples of the targets and time cycles. So so that's another aspect of Ichimoku. Ichimoku, as Verducci says, Ichimoku is really deep. It's very, very deep. And this is something that you cannot master one day. I would say it takes, if you are new to Ichimoku, then I think it takes at least half a year to master. And the journey never ends. Even myself, I don't think I master Ichimoku. I'm still learning Ichimoku as a student. And this is, I think, more like a life journey. So it's really interesting to, read these books. And here is also another book I wrote in English, which is Kyushu Ashi. Have you ever heard of Kyushu Ashi before? I think Kyushu Ashi is rare. And as far as I searched Google or I searched YouTube by the name Kyushu Ashi or Kyushu Legs, then I couldn't find any videos except for mine. So Kyushu Ashi is another technique of Ichimoku, which is simplified version of Ichimoku. But yeah, Kyushu Ashi is, I think, also very profound as a part of Ichimoku strategies. And sometimes I use Kyushu Ashi to capture which market would be the best to trade. And I actually made a video the other day and posted in the community. But yeah, Kyushu Ashi is another technique. And this Kyushu Ashi weekly, Ichimoku weekly analysis is on volume number 2 of the original book. So yeah, so these books are available in Ichimoku community, and also soon will be available in KTS Academy as well. Because eventually I'm thinking to merge Ichimoku community into KTS Academy. So because I have some issues in YouTube and Discord group in connection, so I'm thinking to merge together eventually, and combine together. So eventually there will be KTS Academy and GTS, 2 communities only. But yeah, anyways, regarding my project, I think this is the overview. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce that today so that you get a rough sketch of what I'm working on besides trading, besides my teachings. So yeah, a lot of things, and I have much more ideas. After I finish this and that, I want to do this and that. I have lots of ideas to share, and I am so honored to be able to share what I know as a trader, as myself, as a full-time trader, in terms of the risk management and psychology management to everyone, and also as a Japanese trader who read the Ichimoku original books. I'm so honored to be able to share these knowledges with you through internet. Yeah, so that's my projects. Okay, so let me now check some comments. Okay. Yeah, Pratish, you're welcome. Yeah, it's really my honor to share these. And, when you think about this, you may feel it's a lot. And I am actually doing all these myself alone. I have no staff, I have no employees, because I don't want to hire anyone. I want to do it on my own. And because so that I can really see what's going on, and I can hear everybody's talks, and I can, see exactly what's happening among the communities, what their interests are, and what they are how they are trading also. So I want to do all these myself alone, which is really good for myself. Also, I'm learning also through what they share. Even in this YouTube, public YouTube, I read comments, and sometimes I think, oh, this is very interesting comment, or this is a very interesting question. Then I try to answer myself, then that becomes my answer too, really. Sometimes without knowing, I'm doing analysis, I'm drawing the lines, and I'm switching time frames. And I'm taking trade and exits, because they all come from experience. But by being questioned, then by speaking the answers to you, then I realize myself that, oh, I trade because of this reason, I don't trade because of this reason. And I learn myself too. So it's like both ways, learning together. Yeah, okay, so again, let me check some comments. BD says, hi Kei, what's your thoughts about weekend holding? Learn a lesson again, weekend holding USD-JPY 40 pips run profit, became 40 pips loss, end up 80 pips total loss. Will never hold weekend again. Yeah, you should never hold on the weekend if that's the case. I think that's due to broker. If your broker spread becomes really wide, then it may take out during the weekend. So if it's like that, then my best advice is not to hold over the weekend. Yeah, because on the weekend, the brokers are closed, and that's why the charts are closed also. So technically speaking, over the weekends or 24 hours, the charts are moving behind. So here, this is USDJPY, 1 hour chart, and there's no time. It's not moving here. It's frozen because it's weekend, it's closed. The broker is closed. The chart is from FXCM, but because FXCM is closed, the chart is not moving. But behind, it's actually moving up and down on Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays. And when brokers open Monday, then market opens again, and then it starts moving again. So my advice is not to hold over the weekend. I have my own rules in terms of holding with my broker, but I think if you get the 80 pips total loss, I think that's too much. So you better avoid taking trades over the weekends. I mean, keep holding over the weekends. You better avoid. Okay, Reza says, I read your book, it's very good, and now I have deep understanding about that, but when I read again, I learn new things. I think Ichimoku like deep sea. The deeper you swim, the more you learn. Yeah, that's exactly true, Reza. Yes, you have been in my community, so yeah, I know you read the book. So yeah, Ichimoku is really deep, and the more you learn, the more you learn. So the more experience, the more you learn. So I think, life is too short to master anything in the world. I play the violin, and if I have more time in life, then I want to explore more genres in music, in violin, or I want to even learn other instruments than violin. But even only violin itself, it's really deep. The way you play, the way I play, the way he plays may be different, and the tones of the sound may be different too. So, and expressions may be different too, of course, because we are all different. So, yeah, even violin music is really deep. Ichimoku is also very deep. So I feel like time is too short to master anything right now. Like 70 years, 80 years is too short. Yeah, but because it's short, I think we can also appreciate the knowledge at the same time. So try to learn as much as possible through Ichimoku teachings, and you should be fine. Yeah. Even these original books are really deep, and sometimes so let's say I read this book 2 months ago, and today I open a book again, then I learn something new also. So it's really deep. Because it's not like 1 + 1 = 2 game. 1 + 1 can be 3, can be 1, can be 0, can be 100 is trading. So that's why I think it's really deep. Okay, Prestige says, people just want simple and straightforward trading strategy, when to entry and exit trades. Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, when I was a newbie, I was like that too. Yeah, because now I know that that's not the truth. Yeah. That's not the truth. Where to buy, where to sell is not really important, is my conclusion so far. First, you have to understand the market situation. Whether it's a buyer's market, seller's market, whether it's trending or not trending, you have to be able to identify. If you cannot know whether the market is trending or not, then you have to study Ichimoku. Because there's a specific way to identify whether it's trending or not. So definition of trend is different among the strategies, and definition of the breakout definition of entry and exits all different among the strategies. So that's why I say, entry and exits are not really simple. And yeah, I think that's also a big topic. I think I will talk about that in other time. But yeah, for me, risk management and psychology management are more important at this stage. As myself, as a 10 years of full-time Forex trader, now I think money management and psychology management are the most important. But when I first started my trading journey, of course, I thought entry timing is the most important. So that's why I was looking for the best entry strategies. I didn't really care about the exit timings before. When I was a newbie, I was always looking for the best entry timings because I thought if I can capture the best entry timings, then I should be making profits. I don't have to care anything about it. I just make profits. I thought that would be the best. And looking for Holy Grail and found that there's no answer to it. Then I start to look at the other indicators and start to look at the exit timings and the stop losses. So the journey was really long myself. Hold on. Sorry. I will be right back. Just hold on. Sorry. Sorry, my eyes got so itchy, so I went to the washroom quickly. Sorry about this. Yeah, so now I'm back. Yeah, so let me check some other comments. Okay, let's see. I will join when they merge. Okay, I will be waiting for you then. Okay, can you take a look at pound JPY? I will do that tomorrow on the weekly forecast on Sundays, so please join tomorrow. I will start at the same time as today. Okay, Miss Blah Blah Box says, Hi Kei, keep your good work. I'm using Ichimoku 2 since I've started to learn trading 4 years ago. Great indicator, sure. Yes, I hope you continue to learn and master Ichimoku. Yes, Ichimoku is really profound and really deep at the same time. I totally agree with that. Okay, how to build discipline in the financial market? That's almost a big topic, and I can't answer in 5 minutes. I think I need at least 2 hours to explain that. Yeah, building discipline, right? You have to have rules first and follow rules. That's it. I think one thing though is just came up with my mind is if you are not disciplined in your life, then I think it will be difficult to be disciplined in trading as well. Because I think they are connected. You have to be disciplined in try to be disciplined. Try to be disciplined as much as possible in your life, in your daily life. Then disciplined trading becomes natural, I think. But if two world, trading world and your life world is too much different, if you're too lazy in life, then I think it will be very difficult, extremely difficult to be disciplined in trading because they are connected. So I think the discipline starts from your daily life. If you get a good routine every day, then you should be fine. It becomes natural. Just like brushing the teeth. Brushing the teeth at night, in the morning, you do this, right? Every day. Or maybe after you eat something, you brush teeth. This is natural. And maybe you don't call it as a routine because you do this every day anyways. But discipline becomes difficult if you're not familiar with it. So if you only brush teeth once in 3 days, then brushing teeth every day can be difficult. So I think same is true in trading. If it becomes natural, then it won't be disciplined. You don't have to be disciplined anymore because it becomes habit. I think that comes from your daily life routine too. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, another question. How to handle stress and frustration in trading? Yeah, that's also based on discipline. Yes. The same person write that question. So discipline, stress and frustration in trading. Maybe you're going too big lot size, or your account is too big. Your losses might be too big, then you may get stressed. So you have to have two wallets. The wallet to live and wallet to trade. And make sure you only use the wallet to trade. You never touch the wallet to live. Then I think you have less stress. Okay, Hosen says, I have a question about how to understand the theory of time using Ichimoku. Sure, you can join my community and master it. I have the book. So I have the Ichimoku Basic Theories book. So if you read this, then I think you can master. Also, I have some videos in the community. But yeah, time cycles. Time cycles are really high level of Ichimoku. So first, you have to understand the 5 lines. Then on top of that, there is a time theory. And then Kyushu Ashi. And some other strategies. Okay, do you use prop firms? No, I don't. I never used prop firms before. I have been using my money only, my own money only to trade. The reason is because back when I was in Japan and when I was trading alone, prop firm challenges are not that famous. It may be regulated in Japan, so that's why I didn't know about these challenges. And I would say in Japan, 99% of the traders are using their own money to trade. So that was norm myself. And that's why I never had a chance to use prop firm challenges before. Okay. Let me see. Precision, do you work out daily? No, I don't. I don't work out daily. I only work out maybe 3 times or 4 times per week. Yeah. But I think it depends. If I want to, then I can do it every day because I don't work out hard. I work out very lightly. Maybe you saw my video, day in the life video on my YouTube. So if you check that, then you can find how I work out. But here I posted day in the life as a full-time Forex trader. So you can watch this video and you will see my routine, daily routine. And I liked it. I liked to take that video. So I think on other day, I will take another day in the life video to show it to you. Okay, Reza says, after 8 months reading and saw your videos one by one and completely understand Ichimoku and KTS and price action, I want to learn more. For me, which community is better, KTS or GTS? Thanks for support. I will recommend GTS because if you have been having a good understanding of Ichimoku, you have been in a community, you have experienced already and practiced already. So I recommend GTS because in GTS, I teach 101. I mean, in the group and 101 as well. KTS is more like one way, just like Ichimoku community. But GTS is more like a mutual communication. So yeah, that's my answer. But yeah, let me know if you are interested. Please let me know by email. Okay, so time is almost up. About 4 minutes, there will be Ichimoku community membership live stream. So I will be ending anytime soon. Okay, let's see. Alan says, if you trade, you set stop loss or always? Yes, always. I put the stop losses. Yeah, stop loss is like the seatbelt on the highway. So I make sure I don't lose big. So I make sure to put the stop losses always. Okay, Abdullah says, how do you deal with stop loss slippage and lose more than you planned? Slippage do happen, especially when there's a big news, or when the market opens on Monday, there may be slippage. So, and there's no way to deal with the slippage. When it happens, and you may lose. So, if your stop loss is too tight, let's say 10 pips or 15 pips, then due to slippage, you may lose. But if your stop loss is, let's say 20, 30 to 40 pips, then I think you won't lose by slippage, I think. And even if you do lose, I think the losses will be very small anyways due to slippage. But if the slippage is too much, like let's say if slippage is more than 20 pips, then you better change your broker. I think that's too much. Slippage or too much how do you say, like too much spread sometimes in within the broker. Yeah, sometimes broker doesn't really say how much spread specifically. Well, they say, but sometimes when the news happens, broker won't say how much spread it goes to. So yeah, it's really tricky. You can't control it. Okay. Orfal, thank you very much for the comment. He says, as a recent graduate, I absolutely recommend GTS for anyone looking for take their Ichimoku risk management and psychology management skills to the next level. Oh, thank you very much, Orfal, for recommending it. Yeah, I try my best to bring everyone to next level. So it's a 3 months, and next one happens in October 8th. On Sunday is the first class. And now I'm also doing 101 GTS. So if the time or dates don't suit you, then I can also do 101 GTS. I have been doing like 5 101 GTS members in the year of 2023. And after that, if you follow my strategy, then you can be in the graduate group also, which is for lifetime. So yeah, please let me know if you're interested. Okay, yeah, that's right. 400 away from 70K subscribers. Yes. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. once I reach 70K subscribers on my YouTube, then I will be, doing another special live stream, which can be long, maybe 6 hours or so. We'll see. Okay, so I think I will finish the live for now. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. It was just a free talk, live stream on Saturday, relaxing. But I hope you enjoyed. And tomorrow I will be doing the Sunday's weekly forecast at the same time. So I hope to see you there again. But I hope you have a great weekend continuously. And have a great day with your family or friends. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, stay gold. Bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thank you very much.